Hi Pisces, welcome back. This is your Oracle of Love for Singles who's coming in for your next relationship extended reading. If you're joining me following your general read, you will already be familiar with these cards I have laid out here and what they mean and the characteristics of this person, etc. I'd like to look into your this person's past relationship and what it is they were lacking, or why the relationship didn't work, and what it is that they're searching for now, and what it is that they're searching for when they meet you. So let's have a look into this person's past relationship. Pisces, who's this person that's coming in? What was their past relationship like? Okay, the Tower card. It was quite a destructive relationship. It didn't work for one reason or another. Things happened really quickly. There could have been major endings that happened very suddenly. We do see the lightning. You know, we do see these people falling. So it's almost like it was it was a destructive or even a toxic relationship, and this person walked away from it because they saw how toxic it was between the two of them. The Tower card can indicate that things happened very, very quickly. So things might have ended really quickly, and it might have been quite messy. So although this person has quite a mature and refined energy about them, I feel they had probably gone through hell and back when they left this relationship. The Tower card, it's dark, it's destructive, there's lightning, you know, we see a lighthouse, or a tower, and we just see it's very isolated, yet it's just chaotic. So I think there was a lot of turbulence that went on in this relationship, a lot of things that threw them off. The Tower card can be indicative of people cheating. I don't think it's them. I think it's more someone else that was around them, or it could be jealousy, but it's just things that were really toxic. It could even be substance abuse, or it's almost like this other person their ex was at a place where it just was dark and gloomy, and you know, things happened really, really quickly. So things were very messy, very destructive, toxic relationship here. Could have been jealousy. It was very, just all over the shop. Okay, Seven of Swords. This is definitely deceit, dishonesty, obstacles, secrecy, keeping things hidden. It could have been an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or a fire sign that they were with, but the Seven of Swords does reiterate that there was cheating, there was dishonesty, and it did come to light pretty quickly. And once this did come to the surface, I have a feeling this is when the person walked away from their ex, because they just wouldn't tolerate this sort of behavior. So you might hear that someone was purposely secretive, did things behind their back, weren't honest about a joint finance, or weren't honest about a previous relationship. So I think this person has experienced deceit, and it might have been quite a traumatic relationship, where a lot of things were kept hidden from this person, and they might open up to you, Pisces, and tell you what happened. But you know that those Seven of Swords, sorry, it's just spiteful words, I think, were said. I think there might have been a lot of mind games as well, and that's not what this person is looking for. They've literally been on a roller coaster ride with this person here. Now they do have the High Priestess, so this is a big reveal, a big change up. She does reveal big prophecies to us, so I think this person learned a lot from their ex. There might have been a pregnancy involved as well. Perhaps an unplanned pregnancy, or perhaps this other person cheated on the person that's coming towards you, and that, you know, just caused really just self-destructive behavior, because the High Priestess can represent pregnancy. She has the pomegranate fruits behind her, which do represent fertility, but it's almost like she does give a prophecy. She does reveal the future. So it's almost like this person got a glimpse into what their ex would do to them, would continue lying or cheating or stealing or being secretive. So it's almost like they got a glimpse of the future, and they said, no, I don't want it. I don't want to be in that sort of situation with this person. I don't want to be unhappy. I can see where this is going, and I don't want that life for myself. So It could have been a premonition, they could have had a dream, or just a hunch. They could be quite intuitive, but just a hunch that this person would not change, and they had to leave them. They had to go separate ways, and it's almost like it was a blessing in disguise with the High Priestess, so this person could see how honest their ex was, or how dishonest they were, and they said, you know, it's better to find out sooner rather than later. Okay, Four of Pentacles. There was a lot of clinging, I think. This person, their ex, could have wanted forgiveness and maybe really clung to them, clung to the idea of a relationship. Maybe they just like the title. This person that's coming in towards you, Pisces, might still be holding on to some feelings, but I think it's more holding on to bad memories and resentment rather than anything else. I don't think they're bitter now. I think they're at a good place now. But the Four of Pentacles can indicate this sort of attachment. So maybe there was too much clinginess, and that's not what they're wanting. That's not what they're looking for. So they're definitely wanting someone who's honest, someone who doesn't give them reason to be concerned. They want someone who's quite smooth sailing, doesn't change their mind too often, can follow through with what they say. They don't want those tower moments. They don't like surprises. And this isn't what they're searching for in their next relationship. It could be that children got in the way, or pregnancy. Their ex-partner might not have wanted children, and this as well affected them because they knew they couldn't have a future somehow with this person. Okay, the Eight of Wands. So I think things happened one after another with them with the Eight of Wands. There was a lot of action. This was synchronicity. It's almost like they were brought together for a reason, but they learned quite a lot with each other. They might even still be in communication with each other, but again, I don't think it's good communication. Not that it's messy or bitter or rude or defamatory. It just could be that they either still know each other through mutual friends somehow, but they don't. This person is just completely turned off them because they know exactly who they are, exactly what they've done, and they know they won't change, and they know this person can't be a part of their future. So I think they've reconciled in that aspect, which is good. So they are wanting open lines of communication in their next relationship. They are wanting children, new experiences, new adventures. They don't want secrecy. They don't want to have any reason to be alarmed. They don't want someone that's too clingy, and they don't want any shock surprises. So it's pretty obvious this person is quite honest, truthful, and upholds their integrity. Let's have a look at your relationship will be when you come together, how you'll feel about each other. On the left-hand side, I'll do you, Pisces, and see how you'll feel about this person when you're in a relationship, how they make you feel. Okay, Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles is like trying to do a balancing act. It could be at times you feel like you're on top, and then at other times you're on the bottom here. So there could be a shift in sort of dominance between the two of you. They might be quite demanding of your time, Pisces, and you might have to juggle quite a fair bit in this relationship for their attention. You know, they could be quite demanding because they've come from this sort of relationship, this sort of background. So just keep that in mind. But it's almost like they might want to be dominant at times, or have the upper hand in the relationship. So the Two of Pentacles is this sort of trying not to fall over. So it could be like sometimes you might feel like you're walking on eggshells around this person. So just be mindful of that, because I think their past traumas might come into play here. And, you know, you're trying to keep them happy and balanced and satisfied and trying to have the relationship on balance. The Emperor is here, and the Emperor's come up, and the Emperor is quite a stern, tough energy. The Emperor isn't always the easiest, if we think of it personality-wise, isn't always the easiest person. It's quite a tough nut to crack. So with the Emperor, how you'll feel about them, you'll sometimes feel like you've hit a brick wall with them, I think. So it's not going to be easy. It could be at times you feel like you can't sway them or you can't convince them of something with the Emperor card here. So it could be that they're so set in their ways, there's stubbornness coming from them, and you'll feel this with the Emperor card. You'll feel like this other person might get into these moods, and then you'll feel like you have to walk on eggshells, or you might feel as though you can't break down that barrier that they have up because of either past issues. You know, maybe it's them that cheated. This is something you'll have to find out, but there's definitely cheating or obstacles or dishonesty involved, and it might have been them. Or because of someone doing this to them, they feel, you know, they have their guard up, and this energy that you'll feel towards them as the Emperor when you're in a relationship will be like you not being sure if you're getting through to them or not. So it could be that sometimes you feel like you've hit a brick wall. For some of you, Pisceans, you'll really see this person as your Emperor, and you're happy for them to be dominant. You're happy for them to take the reins of the relationship, or to steer the relationship in the direction it needs to go to. And you'll complement each other very well, because some of you might be more submissive and you don't mind having a man or a female coming in that likes to take the reins and likes to lead, and you don't mind, you're okay with going with the flow. But on the other side of the spectrum, others of you don't enjoy that and will not have a man or a woman put it over you or lead you or try and steer the relationship. You just won't have it because you think you're really big on equality, or you think that, you know, maybe you have that sort of dominant personality where you like to be leading the relationship. Okay, Magician. You definitely feel like fruitful new beginnings can happen with this person. The Magician is someone who manifests beautiful things for himself, things that can happen almost overnight. So a part of you might feel like this person has come in and they're just magic. They've just appeared overnight. They fulfill everything you had hoped for, maybe everything you had written down here, everything that you had imagined in your visualizations or your affirmations maybe. And you feel that there is potentially new fruitful beginnings. There's possibly fertility for some of you with this person, to have children or to fall pregnant or to even adopt or foster, whether it's pets, animals, or babies or children. So that's a possibility for some of you. Now, the Magician does have a double meaning though. So the Magician can be quite a tricky fellow. So there could be possibly deceit. Maybe this person is not as honest as you thought. So I think you need to give this time, get to know them quite well, because the Magician does sort of, he does deceive us in a way, in a way. The Magician is a figure who manipulates his tricks and manipulates how we see things for entertainment purposes. So it's not like this person is a trickster. It's almost like they may sort of cover the truth a little bit in certain things, maybe from their past or, you know, what they have going on for now. But I feel for the most part, you will see wonderful things, wonderful, promising, fertile relationships. Okay, so let's have a look how they'll feel about you when you come together in the relationship. Okay, Three of Pentacles. They're very proud to have you by their side. They could be quite a bit of a show pony, so they'll like to have you by their side. They could be quite big on public displays of affection, because the Three of Pentacles in this deck is glory. It's the glory of Horus. It's advantage, it's celebrity, it's accolades. So I think a lot of people around them will be very much supporting the relationship you have together. You might get on with their friends very well and vice versa, but it's almost like people are admiring the two of you. You could be a power couple, and you're just embracing all this glory. So there's someone that will embrace you. It's someone that will realize how special you are to them. And I think definitely in this relationship, they won't be afraid to put a label to it and say to other people around them, yes, I'm unavailable, yes, I'm taken, yes, I'm seeing someone and she's great or he's great. So I like this. There's a certain pride, but in a good way, in a healthy way, that's coming through from this person here. I hope for the most part it's not superficial, Pisces. It could be on the borderline superficial with the Three of Pentacles, but I think he or she is very enamored by your looks, your physicality, your demeanor, the way you carry yourself with the Three of Pentacles here. There could still be someone around him that might come in, because Three of Pentacles, three is a crowd, and we do have this sort of Seven of Swords looking over to the three. So just be wary. Could be around you, could be around them. The Seven of Swords is looking more to this other person though. So, okay, the King of Wands. Now the King of Wands is someone that's quite mature, someone that's quite, a good advisor, provides guidance, provides help. It's a very benevolent figure, the King of Wands. So this is how they'll see you and how they'll be towards the relationship. So I think for the most part, they want to mentor and guide you. And I think for some of you, this might put you off a little bit, because you may think, oh, they're smothering me, or they're providing me too much guidance, and it's too much. I'm my own person. I don't need this. So it just depends on your personality and your nature. But I think for a lot of you, this person will be quite benevolent, will be quite helpful. If anything, they might be too helpful. But they are quite nurturing, which is good. Again, passion. The King of Wands is passion. So they're seeing you as someone who is quite passionate, whether that's in lovemaking, creativity, career. But they are seeing you as someone who is quite successful with the Three of Pentacles, the King of Wands. So it's good. They have a very healthy respect for you for the most part. Okay, the Knight of Chalices. A lot of emotion, potential love here, potentially falling in love. The Knight of Chalices is an offer of emotion. It's a gift, it's a close friend, it's a lover. So for some of you, as I said, it could already be a friend, so you might have already established a connection with this person. But it's someone that wants to spoil you, not only emotionally, but in the physical realm as well, with gifts, etc. But I think they see whether this relationship works out or not, for some it will, for some it won't, they still see you as someone they want to hold close in their life. They still see you as someone they'll want to have around for a very, very long time, because you've just established a really strong emotional connection towards each other, and this person wouldn't want to pass up on that, whether the relationship succeeds or whether it doesn't succeed. They do love you with the Knight of Chalices. This is beautiful emotion. Look, their chalice is here. So this is them proclaiming their love. This is them potentially falling in love with you. My only cautionary advice would be in the middle here, we have the Seven of Swords, which is this obstacle or deceitful energy. It could be you, Pisces. As I said, there could be two people coming in at the same time, could be two different people completely, and you have to choose. So for those that aren't you, I know sometimes you can be fickle and you change your mind and you have to weigh it all up, but for the most part, don't allow this deceit to get in the way of a relationship, of what potentially could be a really beautiful relationship. For others, it could be this person that's doing the tossing up. So just keep an eye out on that. But for the most part, I do see wonderful things. So thank you again for joining me, Pisces. For those after a private reading, please feel free to email me. I hope it's been insightful. All the best, and hopefully we'll chat soon. Thanks again.